people of the YouTube planet. How are you doing? Today I have my brother
Daniel!
Woo! So today we are going to be baking for you guys. And what are we going to be baking?
A cake!
What's the cake, you muppet?
Oh, berries and buttercream!
Woo!
Woo!
And when I say that we're baking, I mean he's baking and I'm watching, don't I?
Well, you're recording.
I'm working very hard behind the cameras. That's exactly what I'm doing. So we will leave all the ingredients and the recipe all down in the description box below if you want to make it too. That being said, I think we should hop on in, don't you?
Let's get started.
Let's get started. To make this delicious cake, you are going to need 4 eggs, 250 grams of butter, 250 grams of self-raising flour, 250 grams of caster sugar, and last but not least, 280 grams of icing sugar. So let's bake. First off, we are just cracking all 4 eggs into a bowl, and by we, I mean Daniel, because I can't do it without getting shells in there. Next up, we are just measuring out all of our ingredients because we're going to use an electronic whisk, so it's easier. And if you drop the butter, pick it up by hand if you've washed your hands, please. And if you pour too much, pour it back in. Then we're going to preheat the oven to 160 degrees Celsius. Okay, let's get to the real stuff and bake. So, we're going to add the butter and sugar into a mixing bowl, and yes, that is my arm, and yes, it is the only thing I did, and I'm proud. So we are going to beat these together for around 5 or so minutes until it looks nice and fluffy. I like to beat it, I like to beat it, I like to beat it! Yes, I'm weird, I know. Fluffy as a cloud. Next up, we are going to add the eggs in one by one and continue to beat the mixture. And we want to beat this until it is nice and, I'd say, sloppy. That's the only way I can describe it. Is it just me, or do the raw eggs give you the heebie-jeebies? It just looks so weird. Ugh. There we go, nice and sloppy. So we're going to take this over and make it look like real cake batter. So bit by bit, we're going to add some flour into our mixture, and the technical term I think is actually fold it in. So my brother keeps telling me anyway. Mix, 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 mix. If for any reason the mixture gets a little bit too thick for your liking, just as it has done here, do not fear. Just add a little bit of milk and it will make it nice and, well, I wouldn't say nice and thin, but it will be thinner. It will be thinned out enough to look like real cake batter. So once we've got it to how we need it, we are going to grab ourselves some sort of pan, any pan you like. So go find one. Go find. Go on. Ah, found it. So we're going to grease it up. We don't want our cake sticking, so you could do it with olive oil or butter, anything you fancy. We're just greasing it all the way round, and then pour that baby in there. Just don't forget to smooth it out, or your cake may be a little bit bumpy. Unless you like the bumps. Totally personal. Don't forget to bash the tray a little bit to get the air bubbles out, and pop that sucker in the oven. Push it in. Go on. A little bit more. There we go. And shut. We're going to leave it in there to cook for about 40 minutes, and whilst it is, we are going to make our buttercream. So measure out your icing sugar, 280 grams, into a bowl. So once we have beaten the butter until it is nice and creamy, we are going to add our icing sugar in there bit by bit because, well, that's what the professionals tell us to do. I don't know why. Just going along with it. And this next step is totally optional, but we decided to add some food colouring in there to get some colour. We chose pink because we like pink and it's for a girl, and quite frankly it was the only colour we had in the cupboard, not gonna lie. And guys, don't forget, the fun of baking is to dip your finger right in the bowl during it and taste it. Yummy. So when you think your cake is done, get a skewer or a knife and check nothing is coming out onto it. Then we are going to take that baby out of the oven and we are going to transfer it onto a cooling tray or something that doesn't have a bottom so that the sogginess can't occur. We don't want that heat to occur on it. Okay, just cool already. And Daniel, being the pro he is, he has sliced the top off to make the top and bottom even, and he has sliced straight through the middle so that we can put our filling in there. Just do me a favour, try not to break it like he almost did. That wouldn't be cool. Then we are going to put a thin layer of the buttercream we just made onto 1/2 of the cake, and we're going to add any filling you like. We chose mixed berries because we did. Then put the top back on, and we are going to use the rest of the buttercream we made to put all over the cake, top and sides. Little tip for you guys, if you use some water while you're doing this, it makes it nice and smooth and much easier and even, so I'm told. So once you have smoothed it all out, you're going to pop that baby into the fridge. Then whilst that is going, we are going to melt some chocolate, any chocolate you like. You don't want it too runny, but you want it still a little bit hard, and we made a homemade piping bag, and that's what we're pouring it into right now. Then once your cake has cooled off, get it out and start decorating. Just try not to start too low because you run out of room, as we found out. But you can write anything you want. You could even draw on it with it, whatever you fancy. And it's not that hard, I think. Then we added some more decorations. We added some berries, we added some flowers, we added some strawberry, dried things, I don't know what they were. A bunch of mixed fruits. We kind of planned this out before as well, so we knew what we were doing. And that's it. Well, that is all. We had a lot of fun doing that, didn't we, Daniel?
Yes, we did.
We learned a lot. Well, I learned a lot about baking because he was giving me a lesson. So this is our final piece. Daniel's final piece. And I will insert a picture so you can see it properly. But I think it turned out pretty well, don't you?
I think it's quite good.
I think it's pretty
Apart
darn
from the big
good.
fingertip you put in there.
I didn't.
I know.
Oh. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you would like to see more, be sure to give it a thumbs up so that we know that you like these videos, because...
So you know that you like the cake.
So that you like the cake?
Not the video.
Are you going to say everything against what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you like to see us do more baking though, then click the thumbs
click
up
the thumbs
button
up.
as well. So click it up. Click it up.
Click it
click
up.
it up. Click the thumbs up button.
Click it up.
If you like the cake, or if you'd like to see us do more baking, because we do some baking together. Not a lot. Occasionally.
When was the last time you baked?
Last May. Be sure to click the subscribe button because that means a lot for me and it's so easy for you guys, so I always get excited when I see a new subscriber. So I would like to say thank you to Daniel for being on my channel today, and until next time, keep watching and keep safe.